So Cam, we're here talking about the current state of the market. What are you seeing that's going on in the market right now?
Well, just like we've talked about recently, we've been seeing an uptick in activity. Houses we're showing are going under contract, and some of the recent sales numbers have shown that the number of transactions is slightly going up. Well, I think we've seen that a lot recently, just like we've talked about in the past week. Just with some of our buyers that we have and some of our listings, we're seeing a little bit more activity. We're seeing a few houses that have sat on the market for a few months. We showed them, all of a sudden, I get a message from the agent that they're under contract, just out of the blue. So I think we're already seeing that here locally.
Yeah, I agree.
Data says.
So let's talk about that data for a little bit with foreclosures in our current market. So if you actually go back about 20 years, all the way back to 2004, before we had that run up and had the market crash, the amount of foreclosures is actually higher than we have today. There are still very few foreclosures. And, you know, I was in real estate last time when the market ran up and then it came back down and crashed, right? We just really don't see that. We don't have a ton of extra supply, even though supply is up, and you hear all these clickbait guys saying, oh, supply has doubled since the last year.
Which is true, but like I just showed you some data before this that shows it's actually gone down a little bit since the height a couple months ago this summer.
Yeah, that's true. And during this time of year is usually when inventory climbs quite a bit.
Correct.
As it slows down towards winter and the holidays. So when people say, oh, the market's going to crash, I don't think we are worried about that. Do we need a little bit of correction? Yeah, prices are a little high according to the current interest rate. So either you're going to see the prices come down a little bit more, or you're going to see that interest rate continue to come down to find that balance of affordability for everybody.
Right.
So when I talk to people about that, I usually tell them, hey, if I want to purchase a home in this current market, prices may seem a little high. If I'm putting down this 20 to 25%, my mortgage should be lower than what the property rents for. In fact, we just had a buyer who they went to purchase a home, and we started doing all the numbers with them, and they were going to pay almost $2,000 more a month in their mortgage payment than what that house rents for. And again, we counseled them, that didn't make any sense.
How can you justify that?
Yeah, so usually when I say, hey, if your mortgage is going to be $1,000 more a month than what that house rents for, maybe you wait and see what's going on with the market. If you're in a great financial situation and you understand the benefits of owning real estate long term, go ahead and purchase the home. Yeah. My first condo that I bought, I was in college, right? Didn't have a lot of income, had to have a brother co-sign with me. But I just felt like, hey, I could purchase this home and actually I can live here with some roommates and cover the rent, right? And I'm only paying a little bit, so I purchased it. It actually turned out to be one of the best investments I've made. 2-3 years later, I sold that house for almost 20% more. And that's what kind of got me into real estate. So I paid some down, the house had appreciated, and I was excited about real estate and the possibility of investing, having somebody else help pay my mortgage. Really need to consider that, the future benefits. It may seem unaffordable right now, but again, paying off principal and future appreciation, you got to take that into account.
Absolutely.